So I had to ask around, oh, where is everybody? And then they had to like bend over backwards to figure out Tim, the dude with the chocolate ass, and showed up late. Hey, it's Tim. I'm just getting into the driveway. I don't have a driveway, but I'm unpacking my groceries. And I thought this would be a little bit more entertaining than just me rapping. But, you know, oh, there goes my can of coconut water. But, my name's Tim, and I smoke like a pack of unfiltered cigarettes. I drink like I drink like a cup of black coffee. What you get is what you get. It might be strong, it might have a little bit of a bite to it, but it's true to the core. Unfiltered, unchanged, just authentic in its pure state. It's funny I use those two things to describe it because I don't smoke cigarettes and I don't drink coffee hardly ever. Well, I smoked one cigarette once, and it was because I thought it was a small cigar. I know, it's a common mistake. And I occasionally drink coffee, but not that often. So, I had a close call going in the house now. I had a close call over the past few days with these antagonistic bacteria inside of my throat who have taken ownership of that particular area. Ooh, that's cool. Hey, Maps! Hey, everybody! Say hi! Yes, Maps! Who have taken control over my throat and claimed it as their own territory, just to kind of proliferate. And I think I'm done with it, which is why I say it was a close call. I thought it was kind of like creeping into my chest, which is always disconcerting, but I think I'm done with that now. And as I say that, they're probably in there saying like, ooh, he thinks we're done with him. Let's get him, boys. Or girls. I don't know if bacteria have gender. Oh my god, I had so many jokes I wanted to say. There they go away. Maybe I'll do poetry instead. I had so many jokes I wanted to say, and there they go away. When the sunshine shines on my third eye, illuminating my chakras and elevating me into a higher state of consciousness. Whoa, that's cool. So, speaking of close calls, did you guys hear about the seagull with diarrhea that barely made it to the crowded beach in time? If you're ever eating and watching a video of mine, put down the sandwich or swallow that bite. You need to have an empty stomach when you listen to my videos because, like I said, unfiltered, pure, and raw. And until I get to the point in my life where I have corporate sponsors that I'm accountable to, I'm not going to ever tone down what I say. Oh, I sound like a politician. Yeah, so I was in the grocery line today and I was talking to the one of the cashiers. We were talking about trail mix. Now, why are we talking about trail mix? Because I didn't even get trail mix. There was no trail mix in my bag. Actually, if you want to see what I got, I got lots of stuff. Sorry, this is really kind of hard to. I'm just gonna take it out, and then I'll point the camera to it in a moment because it's hard to do that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So this is all for juice, by the way. We have cilantro, parsley, celery, romaine hearts, lemon, and then I have like a bunch of other greens too. Check this out. Okay. Okay, so I got like pineapple, more parsley, collard greens, and then some apples. And I'm gonna juice that. I'm gonna cook that. I'm gonna mostly use it just to prepare salads and smoothies and juices, and whatever's left over I just kind of use in different things that I can. No waste, zero ort. which is the Old English word for food scraps. And so the cashier and I were talking about, now I need to find something else to like do and move around so that no, you don't get bored of me talking. And we were just a trail mix. I said, you know, I really have this parent. She was saying how she like had something in her teeth or something. I don't know how we started talking about that. I talk to cashiers. I encourage you to do the same. Talk about anything with them. It's a mundane job and it could really impact their day and life. If you just say something like creative and out there, ask them what their favorite color is. So I have a friend who told me once when he goes through toll booths, he tries to get the toll booth attendant to say at least 7 things. And he tries to get them to smile. And as he's leaving, he says, "I love you," every time. And now I do the same when I go through the toll booth. And I always talk to cashiers because like mundane jobs have a high rate of like unhappiness and depression. And so I guess what I'm saying is I'm going to like unpack the vegetables as we do this. What I do is I put them all in the sink, and then I load it up with water, put like some sort of stopper in there, load it up with water, take the little twist ties off, wash it all in one load, chop it up, put it into like containers that I can use for the week. It stores a lot better that way. And just washes the dirt off there. When you're washing your produce, you're not really washing it for pesticides. And I buy organics, so hopefully the pesticides are minimal there, but you're not really washing off pesticides because pesticides are designed to be water insoluble, meaning that they don't wash off. Like, think about it. A pesticide is sprayed on a plant. It's designed so that it doesn't wash off with water, with rain. So you're really washing off germs and bacteria, and like foods that you'd be surprised about, even vegetables, have been found to be contaminated with E. coli, like even carrots and celery and stuff. So you're washing off like everyone's hands who have been on your food, from like where it was grown to where it was shipped to where it was sold, and even like putting it on the cashier line, and like so many hands have touched it. That's what you're washing off. But she was saying, the cashier, that she had something in her tooth, and I was like, oh my god, I have this paranoia about chocolate. Anytime I eat chocolate, I'm like, for the rest of the day, like literally like looking in people's side view mirrors and like checking to see if I have chocolate in my beard, like several freaking times, and it's just this like mental thing. And then we went on, and I was like, the struggle, the struggle's real. Everyone has the same shit going on, and it's like cool when you talk about it and you level as a human being with someone else about those things that everybody does, everybody goes through. And I told her the story about like how I was driving up to Yukon for, I just pointed up. I was driving up to heaven, and for heaven orientation, college orientation at Yukon, and I had been eating a trail mix bar, and unbeknownst to me, a little piece of it had sidled its way underneath my butt in the seat. And so obviously sitting down there is created some heat there, and it's a really nice day outside. Like I said, allergies are fucking killing me, but it's a really nice day outside, and I can separate my personal physical discomfort with how beautiful and necessary the springtime is and the blossoming of trees is for nature and for humanity and the food chain and the ecosystem. And anyway, this piece of chocolate smeared all over my ass during the car ride up. It looked like I'd sat down in a pool of Hershey's chocolate, and it's like one little chunk of that Chewy's trail mix chocolate can smear up an entire ass of a lanky young man like myself. And I actually had to go buy new pants. I went into like 2 stores that I thought would have pants because they were on the way. Like it might, like long shot. I'm talking like gas stations who might have like, so I don't know. Sometimes in like country gas stations they sell like Carhartts or, and nowhere I went had them. I gotta test and see if this pineapple's ripe. How do you tell if a pineapple's ripe? If you can pull one out pretty easily. Like this one I can't. I can actually lift it up without pulling this out. But if you can pull the leaves out easily, it's ripe. And if you can get some pressure Squeezing, that's right. So I stopped at these gas stations and nowhere had them. So I ended up having to go all the way to the Yukon Co-op once I got there, which was on the opposite end of campus. I was on East Campus for my training in the School of Agriculture, and I didn't even know where it was. So it set me back close to an hour, and I was that kid that walked in late. Like, the attendant at the desk signing people in was already gone. And then I was the dude who walked into the little seminar room where people were going over their schedules with their advisor and was like, oh, like, okay, we already, you know, set somebody up with your time because we didn't think you were coming. We'll get you in there as soon as possible. And they had to, like, bend over backwards to figure out Tim, the dude with the chocolate ass, and showed up late. But the point was I didn't have the chocolate ass. So my question is, would it have been better to have the chocolate ass and show up on time, or be wearing something without the chocolate ass and be late? It's like if a tree falls in the woods and no one's there to hear it. Can you hear it? You ever heard that one before? No? Oh, okay. I thought that was like a common one. So everyone gets shit in their teeth, and everyone looks in the side view mirrors of the cars, like inspecting and seeing if it's still there. Right? I think that was all my material. You know, Tig Notaro is a really great comedian. She does this bit about having cancer, and she's like, she goes on stage and she's like, hi, I have cancer. How you doing? Hi, I have cancer. Good evening, I have cancer. How you doing? And then people in the audience will be like, oh, oh, oh. And then, like, they'll get sad. And she'll be like, it's going to be okay. Like, it might actually not be okay, but you're going to be okay. And this bit is really famous. You can buy it on iTunes or whatever. I think, like, it's one of the highest selling comedy albums. It's called Tig Notaro Live. Look it up. And I would encourage you to buy the album. It's really cool. And she said, like, I'm not saying this, like, I don't think this is the case for me. Like, I think I'm mildly entertaining, but am I a comedian? Well, maybe. I mean, like, weird things have happened. But let me know if you think I'm funny. But she said, like, oh, I'm a comedian. Why didn't anybody tell me? After struggling to find, like, her purpose and her, like, outlet, I don't know, maybe it's like that with everybody's purpose in life. Like, you know, when I teach yoga, everyone tells me, like, Tim, you have to teach yoga. Like if you have any doubt over whether or not that's, like do it, because you just shine through, and it seems like you're so you in that, with that hat on. And I don't know how the hell did I end up talking about purpose? See, that's like the deep esoteric Tim. He starts a video about wanting to keep it short, about, like, about trying to be funny and concise and little stand-up bits, which I thought were pretty funny, especially the seagull thing, which actually wasn't original, but it's from The Onion. He ends up talking about purpose and deep philosophical, more spiritual things, and I think that's who I am. And so when life gives you lemons, you can make lemonade with them. You can do whatever you want with the lemons life gives you. Yeah, I guess that's it. Did I do a good job? Like, I didn't even look at you once, I don't think. Like, I wasn't really present with you guys during that. I was all in my head. But do you enjoy seeing me on video? It's just like something that I should do. You know, is my opinion something that's valuable to you? And do you find me funny and humorous and entertaining, even, like, in the slightest bit? Like, if one person tells me, Tim, I fucking love watching your videos and what you have to say, then I'll keep doing it. You know, I'll keep doing it, and every little feedback I get helps. Okay. Bye, toodles. Did you see how long it took me to, like, black out the camera? That's how bad I am at taking videos. Let me try that again. It doesn't work. It turns red. What the hell? I gotta get out of the light. Ready? How did they do that?